America's cyber.
The reaction, that's the consequences of
Who's
just
causing the punishment? Who's causing the
That's the
punishment?
consequences of
I'm just
this
asking, who's
human
causing the
existence, my friend.
Who's causing the punishment? Who's doing the punishment?
The person that chose to do the wrong thing will get punished.
No. Who's doing the punishment?
It doesn't matter about who's doing the punishment.
God is doing the punishing.
Okay, that strips all accountability away from the person. What does that doesn't even make any sense? That does. Listen to what you just said. Listen to what you just said. Mm-hmm. You just said out of one side of your mouth, mm-hmm. Well, if you are a sinner and if you do not obey God, right? Mm-hmm. If you don't obey God,
right,
you will feel consequences, right?
Yes.
If you do obey God, you will not feel those bad consequences. You will feel good consequences, right?
Yes.
Okay. With that means that let's go to the definition real quick and bring it up. Free will is the ability to make a choice without being compelled by outside influences. There are people that don't believe in God, atheist people that don't believe in God, and they make the right choice, and they're not compelled to make a choice on God. Oh, I don't believe in they always said, I don't believe in a sky daddy. I don't believe in divine, all of this type of stuff, but I'm still going to do good.
No, because the scriptures say, what if some did not believe? Shall that unbelief make the word of God none effect? God forbid. So even an atheist not believing still gonna get punished by God.
Hey, shalom. This is crazy. Hey, these Christians don't understand a damn thing, man. I gotta say this first, though. First and foremost, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakaha Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, of whom I learn from daily. Healthy shalom to the brothers out there doing the work in truth and sincerity. Okay, now I'm sort of hoping I don't get a copyright or whatever. But of course, that was Captain Tazariak from the ISUPK and what's his name? That Fugazi guy, Cooley, right? And here's the thing: I'm not quite sure if he's going up against. Well, everybody and their mama is starting to do these podcasts and getting Hebrew Israelites on their shows or whatnot, because no one's listening to anything else, and that's a good thing. Christianity, they've started to try to dig into the Hebrew Israelites, and you got what's that dude? He had Cooley. I think that's his name. Cooley had this guy Andrew, which I think that the Andrew guy's a damn flaming racist. Of course, the scripture said Esau kept his hatred for Jacob forever. Sort of like a Nero and the Central Park 5 and and the deportations and all that shit. Okay? All right? Matter of fact, I was going to go into that. You see, Israel in sight. What does it say right here? Israel's Heritage Foundation honors Trump with a crown of Jerusalem. Can't make this shit up. Now, it's sort of off topic, but they were going into the Captain Tazariak and Cooley guy was going into the so-called concept of free will, so-called free will, which we do not have free will. There's no such thing as free will. Doesn't exist. The scriptures very plainly told us, have not the power, a potter have power over the clay to make one lump unto honor, one lump unto dishonor? This is John 1, verse 13. Verse 12. But as many as received him, to them gave he power to become the sons of the Most High Power, even to them that believe on his name. And that's one of the keys to the kingdom, is knowing the names of Yahweh by Yahweh Shai. Verse 13, what does it say? All right. Which were born not of blood, nor of the will of the flesh, nor of the will of man, but by the Most High Yahweh. That's pretty simple, right? You see how simple that is? Verse 14, and the word was made flesh and dwelt among us. And we behold his glory, the glory as of the only begotten of the Father, full of grace and truth. And the truth is, there's no such thing as free will. Scriptures very plainly tell us this. Okay? Well, and there's all these distractions, P. Diddy and Shannon Sharp and all this bullshit. All right, let's go ahead. We'll jump straight into Romans 9 and verse 31. Have not the potter have power over the clay of the same lump to make one vessel unto honor and one unto dishonor? What does that mean? What does that mean? Did that say that Jacob, had the power or had to made his own decision to have 12 sons and name them? Did that say that Esau, Edom, which is the so-called white man, just like that Andrew guy, right? Did it say that Esau, Edom had power or made a decision that had free will to become the lump unto dishonor, the wicked on the earth? No, that's the way Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai set it up. He said you can do nothing by the will of man or by the will of your mind. No, you can't do anything. See, all these things are written down. What is called as prophecy. All right? This is a book of prophecies, things that must come to pass. So, anything you do, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai has sealed your instruction. So there is no such thing as free will. Okay? And another thing these Christians do, and it's not a new thing, but I've seen it more and more and more and more now. All right, you especially when the Israelite brothers, whoever it may be, would get on a podcast or whatever with some of these so-called Christians, right? Because you can't even be a Christian. They were Christian first in Antioch, right? And that was Israelites. But when they get on there, what is the first thing these so-called Christians do? Don't read the Bible. Just reason with me. Well, the scriptures very plainly told us. What did it tell us? If they speak not according to this word, it's because there is no light in them. That's a simple scripture. All right. Verse 22. What if power, willing to show his wrath and to make his power known, endure with much long suffering the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction? You think for a moment that Esau Edom wants to be that vessel of wrath fitted to destruction? No. Why would he want? Why would he want to rule for a short time, and then in the kingdom be a slave for 1,000 years and to be done away with? Why would the hell would you want that? You see, there's no such thing as free will. Let's continue on. John 15 verse 16. This is red letters. Ye have not chosen me. That's another thing these Christians say. I choose Jeebus. I chose. No, you didn't. No. Matter of fact, we say this a lot. It's only about the elect anyway. That's what the essence. It's all about the elect. John 15 verse 16. Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you and ordained you. There's a thing called predestination, right? That ye should go forth and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit shall remain. That whatsoever ye shall ask of the Father in my name, there it is again, he may give it you. You see? These things I command you, that ye love one another. That's your brothers and sisters. The ones that do the will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All right. If the world hate you, ye know that it hated me first. Slakia. If the world hate ye know that it hated me before it hated you. And it's clear. They show clear hatred. I'm talking about the Christians and everybody else too. Everybody, all people show a clear hatred against the Israelites. Simple and plain. All these are straight cuts to the free will argument, if you will. Deuteronomy 32 verse 39. See now that I am he, and there is no power with me. What does he say? I kill. All right. So it was a spirit that was put on a Jeffrey Dahmer or a damn a school, or a T word. All right, or anybody who unalives somebody else is a spirit. Why you think these people that they'll do something, and then and then they're asked where they're getting arraigned or in the court or whatever. Why'd you do that? They say, I don't know. Right? Because Yahweh Shem Yahushua made him do it. He put the spirit on. He put a death angel on him. Right? All right, you see, I am he, there is no power with me. I kill, I make alive, I wound, I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. So does that sound like free will? Nope. See, verse 40, for I lift up my hand to heaven and say, I live forever. Period, point blank. Let's get another one. This don't have to be long, because I believe he's just arguing for argument's sake. Isaiah 29, verse 13. Wherefore the Lord said, for so much as his people draw near with me with their mouth and with their lips do honor me, but have removed, what? Have removed their heart, which is their mind far from me. And their fear is toward, read it right. Oh my goodness, must be tired. And their fear towards me is taught by the precepts of men. And that's exactly what Cooley is going into, because I believe that free will basically came out of the Catholic Church. Okay? The concept of free will, that's not in the scriptures. It came out of the Catholic Church, man, just like Christianity. Therefore, behold, I will proceed to do a marvelous work amongst this people, even a marvelous work and a wonder. For the wisdom of their wise men shall perish. See that? And the understanding out of the prudent man shall be hid. There it is. No such thing as free will. Simple and plain. Now, if you paid attention to what Cooley had read, the definition of free will, what was it? All right. Making a conscious or whatever decision without what? Without external forces. Without external forces, right? So is Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, is that he's an internal and an external force. We just read it. The potter does have power over the clay. He can make you and break you. That's a saying of the world or whatnot. But he does all these things. Did I not read that he kills, he makes alive? He does everything. Shall there be evil done in the city and the Lord have not done it? See, there's no free will. And he is an external source. He's the power. He's the prince of the power. You see? Yahweh Shai and his father. His father is the king of everything, man. He is an external force. So let's read this definition. Then we'll move on to a couple more scriptures and close it on out. Free will. First published Monday, January 7th, 2002. This is when it's published, right? Okay. The term free will has emerged over the past 2 millennia, which is that's bullshit. All right. The earth is no more than what? 12,000, maybe 15,000. That's another lesson right there. Anyway, as the chronological, man, I can't say it. Salakia. I'm butchering the hell out of that word. So let's go and see what this is, the definition of this and how it's pronounced. All right. Come on. There we go. Canonical. All right. According to or ordered by Canaan law. Ooh, interesting. All right. So that says canonical. All right. Canonical designator for a significant kind of control over one's actions. You see that? Free will is what? Control over your actions. And the scriptures very plainly told us that we have no control over our actions. We don't. Again, it's all in prophecies. Go to the book of Deuteronomy 28th chapter. What did it say? If thou will hearken and listen and do exactly what he told us to do, we'd be put on high above all nations. But we did not do so. Why? Because it's prophecy, man. It's the way it was written. Remember, they're called scriptures for a reason. All right. Actions, questions concerning the nature of existence of this kind of control. See, does it require and do we have the freedom to do otherwise, or the power of self-determination. We have self-determination, okay? But the free will and self-determination is two different things. All right. And what is the true significance? True significance is it necessary for a moral responsibility or human dignity have been taken up in every period of Western philosophy. See, that's where the shit came from. You know, and when you hear Western philosophy, you already know it's bullshit. John 15 and verse 5. What does it read? It reads this. This is red letters. I am the vine. Ye are the branches. He that abideth in me, and I in him, the same bringeth forth much fruit. For without me, you can do nothing. Did you hear that? You can do absolutely nothing. All right, let's go here. We'll close out. Job 33 verse 14. For power speaketh once, yea, twice, yet man perceiveth not. That's Cooley's not perceiving what's being said. You know, as a matter of fact, again, he said, don't read no more Bible scriptures. What kind of true Christian, you know, which again, you got to be an Israelite to be a Christian in the first place. What kind of a Christian tells you not to read the Bible? The same thing happened in that stupid little debate. That's why the apostle said, man, that's a waste of time, man. Talk not much with a fool, right? But, you know, in that stupid ass debate with Andrew and those other, you know, the other Israelites, if you will, one was Peg Leg. You already know. Anyway, you know, because he would speak logically. We need logic here. You got to explain. I got to explain the damn thing to you, especially to a stupid ass Edomite. Anyway, verse 15, in a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon men and slumberings upon the bed, then he opened the ears of men and sealeth their instruction. How the hell is that free will? You tell me. And my phone had to chime on that one, right? He sealeth their instruction. He said, you can't do nothing without me any damn way, right? So that you don't have free will. That's something that was brought to you by the damn devil to try for them to try to understand why evil things happen. Okay? That's all it was, for them to try to understand why evil things happen when the scriptures told you that he does all these things. It's called balance, right? You know, that's a simple, Cooley is a simple dude, man. And he don't even know it. Ezekiel 14 and verse 9. And if the prophet be deceived when he have spoken a thing, I, the Lord, have deceived that prophet. And I will stretch out my hand upon him and destroy him from the midst of my people Israel. Simple and plain. It's that simple. So, you know, hey, brothers have gone into it before. I just figured I'd, take my time and do a quick little lesson about that. Also, please excuse me. Call Allah Yahweh Shem Yahweh. No such thing as free will, and if you still think so, hey, the scriptures say otherwise, and there's many more. Okay? The scriptures say otherwise. You have no free will, not at all. Giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakaha Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, of whom I learn from daily. Healthy shalom to the brothers out there doing the work in truth and sincerity. Hey, every chance you get, chant this place down, because our people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. And then they buck up. They kick against the pricks, man. They buck up. I'm smarter than you Hebrew Israelites. I just don't understand it. It's prophetic. So yeah, I do understand it. I need to stop saying I don't understand it. I know what's going on. All right. Anyhow, again, every chance you get, chant this place down. Kwame Yatsarala and Wild Bible Ball. Boom. Shalom.